more than 1 billion people in the world are facing this problem. I am talking about obesity. So, as per the World Health Organization, more than 1 billion people are obese at the moment, and the number is increasing. And this is alarming situation.
So, Afreen, what are the reasons that people gain weight?
Today we are going to talk about how to lose weight using yoga and ways of yoga.
My mind goes back to where you said, in just breathing, one can reduce weight.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Well, Shireen, that is very interesting as well. When I read about it and I discovered it, I was equally surprised. Hello and welcome to the new episode of our podcast From You to You. Here we discuss all the possibilities of becoming the best version of you, physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually. I am Afreen Khan, an internationally certified yoga teacher and a healthy lifestyle coach.
Hey there, I'm Shireen Khan and I am a certified life coach.
Today, we are going to discuss one of the highly requested topic, and I would say this topic is like need of time because more than 1 billion people in the world are facing this problem. I am talking about obesity. So, as per the World Health Organization, more than 1 billion people are obese at the moment, and it's increasing. The number is increasing. And the bad news is this is alarming situation, and the good news is we can completely control it.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about how to lose weight using yoga and ways of yoga. So let's dive in.
So, Afreen, what are the reasons that people gain weight?
Well, if I discuss, let's say, if I go back 50 years ago, I think the problem was not this severe, and reasons also might be different. But if we discuss today's world and today's situation, this era is all about technology and the way we have evolved over the years. So the reasons have changed too. As I have studied and I have observed, some of the reasons that people are gaining weight these days are number one, genetic. Okay, so I have seen this that many people, their parents are obese, or obesity is running in the family, and that's the reason they have the same problem as well. Now, this could be psychological too, because deep down they know, oh, okay, my grandparents are obese, or maybe my parents are obese, so naturally they don't really pay much attention towards healthy lifestyle, and because they are constantly thinking it, so maybe as per the law of attraction, they are attracting it. That could be, one of the reasons. Then the another reason is stress. Stress has become, actually, in past few years, stress has become one of the major reasons for not only obesity, but there are so many other health issues, be it heart attack, be it diabetes, be it other problems related to your digestion. Stress is one of the reasons, and same with obesity as well. So what happens is, the moment stress increases in the body, now the reason could be anything. It could be related to your work or your relationship or maybe financial situation. It could be anything. Reason could be any, that stress increases in the body, and the hormone cortisol also increases. Okay, so stress and hormone cortisol are directly proportional to each other. Both increases in the same proportion. Cortisol is a hormone that develops, or I would say triggers, fight or flight mode in the body. And when it happens, the glucose level increases, blood sugar level increases, heart rate also increases. But the worst thing that happens, which is directly affecting your weight problem, is digestion. So as cortisol increases, stress increases, your digestion goes down. Okay, so because of that, stress is one of the reasons people are putting on more weight. The third reason is lifestyle, which is sedentary lifestyle. So like I said, 50 years ago, my dad says, and even his parents and his grandparents, they used to be like very hardworking people. You know, they used to have a very organic lifestyle. They used to walk all the time. There were like not mobile, the way we are using automobiles these days. They didn't have that because obvious reasons. So these people, whatever they used to eat, and the food used to be organic as well. So there was no question of sedentary lifestyle back then. But in today's world, if we compare our lifestyle, we are sitting in the chair, we go to work 8 to 9 hours, we are sitting in the chair. Again, we are driving the car, we are coming back home, we are tired, we get in the sofa, we start Netflix and chill or watching TV, and then we go back to sleep. And again, next morning, we go to work, and the cycle repeats. So the lifestyle has become such that whatever that we eat, the calories that we intake, we are not even burning those calories. So the extra calories get added in your body in the form of weight. So this sedentary lifestyle is also adding a lot of calories, and I would say pounds and pounds and pounds of weight in your body. Okay, and the next reason is mental health problems and the medication we take for mental health problem. So let's say someone has anxiety. I just mentioned some people have anxiety or stress, ADHD or PTSD or any depression. So no matter what kind of mental health problem that you are going through, doctors would prescribe you certain medication for that. And these medications, as well as the mental health problem, both things are also one of the reasons these days that people are putting on more weight. And yeah, and the next is obvious reason, that is consumption of food which is unhealthy, contains oil and fat in a huge amount, which is obviously because of the fast food culture. And we have no time, we are running around all the time, we can't cook at home. I have many students, they are like, healthy food is very expensive and they can't afford it, so whatever cost effective option they find at the stores or fast food joints, they buy it and they consume it. So that is also one of the reasons. Sugary drinks too. Absolutely, sugary drinks too. I mean, I remember long time ago, I had a friend, and his father was suffering from cancer, and he passed away unfortunately later. And this friend of mine, so when he discussed it with me, and I was like, I was extremely sorry to know that, and he was like, no, it is something which he invited himself, because his father, he never used to drink water, and he would always have coke. I mean, obviously, I don't want to say anything against coke or Pepsi or any sugary drink, but that's what my friend told me. So his father passed away later, but the thing is, yes, we are consuming a huge amount of sugary drinks, carbonated drinks, which are extremely dangerous when it comes to your health. Obviously, there is lack of exercise, which I already said, sedentary lifestyle. So these are some of the main reasons in today's lifestyle which are adding kilos and kilos and kilos to your body and making obesity as a an pandemic, I would say.
In the beginning of the podcast, you said that we will be exploring how yoga helps in reducing weight.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, how does yoga help?
That's a very necessary question, Shireen, because in today's world, where science and technology has evolved a lot, and scientists are working all the time to cure obesity or let's say other issues as well. So there is a huge research that happened around yoga as well, and they have discovered scientifically that yoga can really, really help you lose weight. Now, before we move further, I would like to explain in brief how yoga exactly works or what are the elements of yoga. So, as per the common belief, yoga is just another form of exercise that we have discussed in our previous episode as well. So people think, okay, yoga helps you learn these beautiful poses or just helps you to learn twist and
Flexibility.
yeah, with flexibility and twist your body in different angles, which is there, of course. Yoga helps you become this beautiful person who can have this immense control over your body. That is one of the plus points. But apart from that, yoga also has an element to it which is called meditation or dhyana. Now, meditation is extremely helpful in so many disorders, mental disorders, and as well as physical. So if it is helping control your mind, so your mind is controlling your body, so this way everything is working together. So there is meditation, asanas or yoga poses are also there. Then the third element, I would say, of yoga is breathing exercises, or we call them in Sanskrit pranayam. Okay, so breathing exercises, although someone might think, oh, you are just sitting and breathing and we breathe all the time, it is not something special that you are doing, so how does it help? But yoga has technique of breathing, and there are different ways, okay, that we practice breathing exercises which are helpful for different type of diseases to cure, obesity one of them. And the fourth element which is extremely important, that is diet, or we call it sattvic food. Okay, so sattvic food, this concept comes from Ayurveda, which is like thousands of years of 1,000-year-old practice of health and how to maintain your health. So in Ayurveda they have explained the benefits of healthy eating and the diet. Okay, so all these elements of yoga put together when practiced regularly are helping you lose weight. Now, here I want to emphasize on one thing. No matter what art form you are learning, now yoga could be an art form as well. So it could be yoga, could be ballet, or let's say martial arts or football. No matter what form of art or sport that you are learning, you cannot practice it one day and then next 1 week or 2 weeks you don't even practice it, and then again third week you are doing it one time and then you are expecting results. That won't be logical. That's that way nothing is going to change. So one thing which is very important is persistence and dedication, you doing it with discipline. And when someone dedicates 10,000 hours with discipline, no matter what art form or what exercise, you will see the results, and these will be magical results. So I always say this, I always tell this to my clients, or myself keep reminding this, to myself, discipline is the key.
Yeah.
And yoga, when practiced with a discipline, and yoga itself is a discipline for a reason, yes, you absolutely can lose weight.
Okay, what you said about being persistent and we can't see any results without being disciplined at anything, I 100% agree to that. But how does it happen that, by using yoga, someone can lose weight?
Shireen, yoga has unique way. Slowly it enters in your life, and you kind of fall in love with it. And this is not some poetic lines that I'm saying here, but this is the reality. And I mean, this happened with me. Okay, so when I started practicing yoga, I was extremely, I would say, weak, physically weak, and with zero core strength. And obviously, I don't know, I don't even remember much, but I was not a very healthy person. But as yoga entered my life, everything changed. And I studied about it because I am also very logical, and I needed to know what exactly happens scientifically in our body, that everything changes. And the results were really shocking but also mesmerizing. So, number one way yoga helps you lose weight is by controlling the stress. Okay, like I explained in the beginning, when stress increases in the body, it also gives birth and rise to stress hormone cortisol, and cortisol is the culprit that is making you put on weight, because of the reason it messes up with your glucose and digestive system. Now, when we start practicing yoga, here the main thing, one is asana, of course, the poses. Poses are helping on your muscles and your joints. Yoga gives, makes your muscles elongated and toned, of course. But here, the meditation part and the breathing part. So, when you are meditating and you are trying to calm your mind, so what happens is there is neurotransmitter gamma amino butyric acid, GABA, that is released in the body. And this neurotransmitter is responsible for making you calm and happy. And this, the effect of GABA in our body is long lasting.
Yeah.
The moment stress starts to go down, automatically the cortisol also goes down. With lower level of cortisol, the digestive system improves. The yoga poses, so some yoga poses are designed in such a way that they only work on your digestive system, or let's say your belly. So when we perform these certain yoga poses and we meditate, so your digestive system improves, the body start to digest food, and this way you burn calories. Okay, that is number one. Number two, because your stress is gone down and you feel happy about yourself, you don't uh, tend, or I would say, the cravings for unhealthy food, which
Yeah.
is mostly sugary foods or
Fatty food.
fatty foods, it kind of goes down as well. So you avoid eating those unhealthy food, and at the same time you become disciplined to practicing yoga. So this way, by reducing stress and controlling mind, helping you
Cravings.
psychologically, yoga will help you reduce weight. So that is one of the ways. In the beginning, we also discussed the one of the elements of yoga is food, which is sattvic food or sattvic diet. Now, let me explain you what exactly the sattvic diet is. Um, so, sattvic food, the concept comes from Ayurveda thousands of years ago. Sattvic food consists of fresh fruits, vegetables, fiber rich food, freshly prepared meal. There shouldn't be stale meal, okay? No caffeine, no alcohol, no meat, no eggs. So this is basically a fresh and organic kind of vegetarian diet, okay, that is going to generate good kind of energy inside the body. At the same time, um, because it is rich, fiber rich food, it is going to help your digestion improve in a better way. So it's not only helping your food to get digested, but also working on your gut. So cleansing of gut is one of the reasons sattvic food is extremely important in and when we are practicing yoga, I always encourage my students to go for sattvic food if their goal is to lose weight, because sattvic food is um, immensely nutritious at the same time. Now, there is one more thing which I want to discuss here, the eating habits,
Yeah.
or let's say what time you are eating food. Now, I have some clients and they come to me, they want to lose weight using yoga. I ask these clients to define their eating habits, explain it. And they often say, okay, I eat only once a day and I exercise as well, but I'm not able to lose weight still. And then I ask them, what time do you eat your that one meal? And they say, Afreen, I eat just dinner. From work, I come home and I prepare food, like fresh food. It is full of fiber and I also exercise, but still I'm not able to lose weight. And then I ask them, okay, what meal, that one meal, what time you are eating it? And their answer is 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. So they come home after work, and once they reach home they prepare the meal and then they eat it. So by the time they are done eating, it is already around 10, 11 o'clock, and then they go to bed in another half an hour or so. So this is what they are doing. So they are eating only dinner every day, still not able to lose weight. So I want to give you one hack. So Ayurveda says the Agni, or let's say the fire, which is required to burn the calories and digest the food, is high during noon. Okay, so what happens is our body is designed in such a way, it operates as per the sunrise and sunset, like as per the hours of the day. So the digestive cycle starts by sunrise. When sun is high, it reaches at its peak, and by sunset, the digestive process slows down. Okay, so you are not supposed to eat dinner after sunset, period. So this is what Ayurveda says. You are not supposed to eat your dinner after sunset. Whatever you want to eat, like a meal, you are supposed to consume before 6 or maybe max before 7, so that by the time you sleep, it could be 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, your food is already digested or it is in the final stages of digestion. So by the time you wake up next morning, the food is still not in the gut or in your colon, and that way you don't put on weight, you easily can reduce weight. So one mistake many people make these days is they eat dinner after sunset or after, let's say, 7 8 o'clock, and that food is not digested. I promise you, this one habit is never going to allow you to lose weight. So if you want to lose weight, follow this one hack: eat your dinner before sunset.
What you said about the digestive fire starting from the sunrise and setting towards the sunset, it makes sense, it makes perfect sense, but how practical is it?
It practical, what do you mean?
Because see, people are working till late evening, you know how it is, and eating before that, it doesn't seem very practical to me.
Uh, I agree. I have been part of that culture where I used to
Yeah.
work and I used to travel back home. It would take a lot of time, and frankly, I there would be days when I would skip my dinner because I forgot to pack. So what you can do is, you can carry food prepare the meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can carry it with you. If that's not the option, you can order from outside, whatever best option that you can do. Um, and we generally prepare the meal plans for my clients. We do it when they come to me. But all I can say is you can arrange your dinner by either carrying with you or by ordering from outside, but make sure you eat it around 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, and when you reach home and you are still hungry, I know when you reach home you are so hungry because you have come after a long day and traveling and everything makes you feel hungry again. So you can go for a soup, you can make some soup or a banana or maybe an apple, a fruit or something. So this way you can try to uh, you know
Maintain weight.
maintain weight
Yeah.
or maintain your diet, and make sure you sleep on time. So I have experienced it myself many times. I used to be home and I would just uh, I would not sleep until 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, sometime just sitting, playing with my cats or uh, chatting with my friends, like that. So, what happens is the more time you are up, you feel hungry
Yeah.
and you want to eat something and you end up making the wrong choices. Maybe chips, maybe some fast food or whatever is there. And during those hours, like towards late evening hours, your body craves something spicy, something
Snack. Yeah.
snacky. Yeah, you want to snack, so you make that mistake. So I would say, if you are done with whatever that rituals you have to do, once you are home, go to bed as early as you can, because early to bed, early to rise.
Yeah, we all know that.
Yes. So go back to sleep on time and avoid eating anything heavy. Go for a soup or light fruits. That's what I
Yeah.
can say.
Yeah. And yeah, as the saying goes, when there is a will, there is a way.
Yeah,
I think we can understand from that.
absolutely. We can Google about it. We or you can just read online. There's stuff, and the clients who approach me or who enroll in the programs, we make sure that we take care of their diet programs as well.
This is the diet part that we covered, to eat before evening and to eat light meals if at all we want to snack. Now my mind goes back to where you said, in just breathing, one can reduce weight.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Well, Shireen, that is very interesting as well. When I read about it and I discovered it, I was equally surprised. So, Shireen, if we talk about the breathing exercises, so let me tell you one thing. Yoga is full of mysteries. So there are layers under the layer, okay? And there is one breathing technique which is my personal favorite, and it is favorite of most of the people, most of the yogis in the world for its great benefits. It is called Kapalbhati Pranayam or Kapalbhati breathing exercise. Now, the word Kapalbhati is a Sanskrit word where it's a compound word. Kapal means your forehead and Bhati is shining. So when we practice this breathing technique, it helps you become such a radiant person that literally you will feel there is a glow on your face. And this is not some fictional world. You can practice and you can experience yourself. It never fails. Now, if I have to define this breathing technique, it is a dynamic breathing practice where you inhale passively, but when you exhale, it has to be forceful exhalation. Okay, so Kapalbhati breathing technique helps you reduce weight big time, and it has a scientific reason behind it. Like just now I mentioned, the exhalation happens in a very aggressive, or I would say active and forceful way. Okay, so forceful exhalation is working in such a way that your heart is getting busy, pumping more blood, heart is getting activated, the muscles and the arteries are working extra because the exhalation is really forceful, and due to that reason the metabolism also increases. So heart rate increases, the vessels of the heart are pumping blood in a forceful way, and that also leads to metabolic activity which is also getting activated or becoming faster metabolism, which means your gut health is improving, especially the muscles of your belly. They are so this breathing practice is working on your belly muscles in such a way that the fat cells are breaking down, and there is more oxygen in the blood, so your body is carrying more oxygen, food is digested in a better way, the nutrients, micronutrients are absorbed in the through the blood in your necessary organs in a better way, and it is also helping big time to reduce stress, and there is a huge amount, tremendous amount of energy that is being generated in the body. And overall, when you practice 10, 15, 20 minutes a day, and make sure that you practice this breathing exercise empty stomach early morning, you shouldn't do it after you have eaten food, and you will see that it helps you boost your metabolism in such a way that the body starts losing weight.
It almost sounds surreal, you know.
Yeah,
Just by breathing, you can lose weight.
it is.
And I'm seriously looking forward to practicing it with you after we are done with our
Oh, my
episode
pleasure.
today.
Would love to do that.
Afreen,
Hmm.
I see a trend these days. You know, everyone wants to have that yoga body. And I go to gym, I hear people talking like they want to get a yoga body. I think there is the sole purpose for them to get into yoga is to have that special type of yoga body.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, what does it even mean?
Well, Shireen, if let's say you practice ballet and you get certain type of a body, like your muscles shape in that way,
Yeah.
ballerina body, or if someone is a dancer or let's say footballer, so they have, I think each form of sport shapes your body in a certain way as per the demand and requirement of that sport. When we say yoga body, and although it is a term which is coined by yogis out of love or out of adoration, the way your body becomes after dedicated practice of yoga, so what happens is there is a common belief among people that, oh, yoga makes you skinny, and some people they want like muscles. So I just want to say that it's a myth. If people believe that there is no muscle mass in your body after yoga, that is absolutely wrong, because there is a yoga body, and yoga body consists of muscles, because yoga helps you develop muscles as well. Okay, so what happens is, when I'll give you an example, so let's say I am practicing sun salutation, I am in Chaturangasana, which is basically a plank pose. So four parts. Ang means part of the body. So four parts of my body are touching the ground. So like both my palms and my feet, like toes of my feet in this case. So when I am balanced on Chaturangasana or plank pose, plank pose is like it's working overall on your body, but mostly on your shoulder muscles and core strength, of course, also on your abdomen. So your body is engaged using the core energy or core strength and working on your core muscles like your abdomen and then your arms, shoulders. Now, from this pose, I transition into cobra pose or bhujangasana. In cobra pose, now my spine is upward. Okay, so I am looking upward, my spine is directed upward, my palms, my hands are on the ground. So in this pose, now my forearm is engaged, my shoulders are engaged, spine is activated, and the muscles of my belly are completely stretched. I am inhaling and then I'm exhaling. Okay, inhale and exhale, that happens as well. So in this transition from Chaturangasana to Cobra pose or Bhujangasana, so many muscles are involved and engaged. Now, if you go to gym, you are using weight, right? Dumbbells, barbells, etc. to build the muscles. But in yoga, it is your body, your own body. It's your body weight exercise, or I would say body weight training that you are doing when you practice yoga. So each and every pose when you perform, it requires your core strength and the strength of your respective organ, arms or legs or sometimes both. And ultimately, it is helping you develop those muscles, elongated muscles, because a lot of stretching happens in yoga. So your muscles get kind of elongated and they are toned muscles. You are definitely not going to bulk up, okay, but you definitely are going to see the results in the form of these beautiful muscles all over your body. The more you practice, the more muscles you will see. Now, there is one more thing. Yoga helps you reduce your body mass index. Okay, so you are practicing breathing, you are practicing poses, you are eating sattvic food, you are maintaining the discipline. So, over a period of time, you will notice that the body mass index has gone down, it has become like in a healthy zone. That is one thing. And waist to hip ratio also decreases because yoga works in such a way that extra fat that was around your waistline, it kind of melts down. So waist to hip ratio also decreases in yoga. So as the end result, in a nutshell, I would say the shape of the body that you will get is the yoga body. And that's why the name of my website is theyogabody.com.
That's beautiful, just imagining how the results will show on your body. It makes me really excited to get into yoga like right away. And also, what you said about yoga not requiring any other equipment or dumbbells, etc. I think that is one of the main reasons that I find yoga very, very useful, because you can start anywhere without any equipment.
Absolutely, Shireen. That is something which is highly appreciated about yoga, that you can do it anywhere, anytime. You don't need much space, and all you need is yourself and your willingness to do it.
Of course.
And more than anything, I would like, when we talk about weight loss journey, I know it is a tough journey for anyone, and there are and most of the times, the moment someone starts to gain weight, they really panic, and this panic will make them stressed, and that stress will cause them to gain more weight.
Yeah.
And also I have seen that after you put on some weight, people kind of get so disappointed that they are like, oh, already I have put on, so let's not worry about it too much. So they kind of give up. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is number two. I just want to say one thing, that everything begins here in your mind and ends in your mind. So you need to reject any form of weakness. and any form of negative talk that your mind does about losing weight, you need to reject that as a poison and become strong in your mind and believe in yourself and believe that you can do it. And when you believe strongly in your mind, no difficulty can stop you from achieving your goal,
Yeah,
be it weight loss journey or be it achieving some other goal. Once your willpower is strong and you take the necessary measures with the positive mindset, you are in a completely possible position to achieve that goal.
of course. Everything starts with mind. Couldn't agree more.
This is it for today's episode. Let us know how you find it in the comment section below. We are also there on Apple Podcast and Spotify, so you might want to go and check it out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Keep working on yourself and stay fit.